Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you how you can dodge and burn images in Adobe Photoshop using curves adjustment layer. This is Twisted Creative. Alaribenwan is my name. It's your first time on this channel. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, not only by hitting the subscribe button, also ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Without wasting much time, let's jump into it. So this is my Photoshop and this is the beautiful model we are going to be using. So for now, what we are going to be doing now is, but before you start anything dodging and burning, you have to make sure all the blemishes has been removed. Anything skin smoothing has been done already. So the first thing ever we are going to do, just for you to go to the adjustment layer icon and choose curves. Then in this dialog box, we are not going to do anything. Just go direct to the blend mode and choose multiply. And this one, we are going to be using it as the burn controller, which we are going to be using to control the burn. Then we are going to rename, double click here and name as burn. So we'll have this one as burn. Then we'll go to the adjustment layer again. Then we can disable it first. Then we'll go to the adjustment layer again and choose curves again. Then this one, we are going to choose, we're going to the blend mode. Just go to the blend mode and choose screen. So we'll have it like this, very bright. Then what we'll have to do is to rename it to dodge. So we have it as dodge here. So what we are going to be doing next is for us to, we can see disable this, but we can enable it and start with, let's disable it and start with the burn aspect. Then you have to select layer mask and use your Ctrl I to invert the layer mask. Then the image becomes normal. Then when you zoom in to the area you're going to burn, you have to make sure you know the areas. The areas you are going to burn are those areas that are dark, a little bit dark. Then you can increase the darkness to make it push, to add more depth to the image. So that's what we are going to be doing now. We are going to be adding more depth to this image by adding darkness to the dark side. So what we are going to be doing, if you check the opacity and flow, you can adjust it to wherever you want, but I believe, let me show you something. Let me take it to 100% first and show you something. Like in this burn now, let me enable both of them. Then I use Ctrl I to invert the dodge controller. So if you take a look at this now, we are in dodge controller now. We are going to be having bright lines. Let's see what we have here. We have a bright line because this is the dodge aspect. We are going to be using it to increase the brightness of those bright areas to make them push forward. Then this other one is burn. If you draw a line with it now, you notice it's dark. We are going to use it to pull those areas backward more, to make those light areas to project, to move forward. So that's what we are going to be doing now. Then we have to remove this. Use Ctrl Z to remove the lines. Then we have to adjust our brush opacity. Like 12 is going to do for now because of time. I want to make it speedy. I want to make it fast so that we will not spend too much time on this. Then you go to the flow and do the same thing. Let's say 12 should be enough, but it's advisable for you to take a very low percentage so that you'll be able to control it very well. If you know you are not fast in this, I can use more than 12, but I just want to make use of 12 so that it's going to be a little bit fast. You know, it's time consuming retouching. So let's go inside and do something with it. If I start drawing on this area now, like if you know you cannot figure out where to darken and where to lighten, you can still go to the adjustment layer and choose black and white. And just before we start that, before we do that black and white layer, let me just put these two dodge and burn in a group. So this dodge and burn adjustment layer, put them in a group. Then you can open the group and you can still rename this group as, you can still rename it as dodge and burn. So I'm going to use D and B for the dodge and burn. Hit OK. Then we can see open the group, and we can open the group and start burning. We are going to start with burning because with burning you will be able to see where to dodge. You can be able to see the area you are going to dodge. So let's start with burning. So let's just start clicking on. If you know you cannot control it, or you don't know the areas to dodge and burn, you can select the group and go to the adjustment layer and choose black and white. So with this black and white, if you like, you can make some adjustments so that you'll be able to see the dark areas and the bright areas, be able to distinguish between where is dark and where is bright. So like this now, I think it should be enough like this. You can reduce the red and increase the red and start adjusting. Then make sure your layer marks for the burn is selected and you continue adding the dark painting. So you can just go continue. You can see check before and after. Look at what we have here. This is before and this is after. This is before, this is after. Something is being done there. Okay, let's continue. So you are taking the dark areas, making them go darker. Are you with me? Let's go. Then you can also use your shift and arrow to rotate. Like I rotate it like this. And if I know it's not convenient enough for me to run my brush up and down, I can still run it horizontally like this. So I take my brush tool again and continue. Then like this areas, have to darken it. Then underneath here, let's check the before and after. This is before and this is after. This is before and this is after. So let's continue. Let's continue. This time continue. This area I have to click several. Then that dark lines, you have to follow it up. Increase your brush size a little and keep painting. Reduce it for this tiny place. You can move across. So here we can just kind of, this area we can pick it up and pull it backward. And this area will have it like this. So we can just follow. Mind you, you have to follow curves. Look at what I'm doing here. You have to move it like this, like this, like this. So that's what I'm doing. So you can see use the shift arrow. Hold your shift and arrow and choose your brush and continue. Reduce brush size and continue. And here, have here very dark. pull up the lips. Increase the brush size a little. Continue. You can see open it on colored. Let's disable the black and white and see what we've done so far. And we are on one, and let's continue. So let's see the before and after again. This is before and this is after. This is before and this is after. So let's go. You can increase your brush size if you wish. This is before, this is after. If you know you are good in horizontal, you can always turn it like this and continue. Take your brush tool again and continue. Make sure your foreground color is white and the background color is black. Then you continue. You can see enable the black and white and check they are doing the right thing. So we have to use our Ctrl R again and balance it. So we have it like this. Right now, as you can see, we are just concentrating on the face. But if there is something you can do to the body, if you know you want to do to the body, you can also trace the dark area and the light area and enhance them. So I think for now, we are a kind of okay with what we've gotten so far about the burning aspect. So the next thing we are going to be doing, we'll go to the dodge aspect. So we're going to take the layer mask of the dodge controller and pick up our brush tool with the same setting and start dodging. But this time around, we are going to be dodging this area, bright areas like this. So I'm going to be starting with my brush small like this, and I'll start. Let's see if there's any change. This is before and this is after. This is before, this is after. So let's go. I'm going to be taking this line like this. Increase the brush a little. With a little curve here. Somehow artistic. So if you know how to paint humans, it's very, very easy for you. How to brighten this area a bit, to pull it up a bit. Then this area also, Then we can just pull this area up. Then this area is already bright, so I don't think there's anything to do to that area. Then inside this place, a little bit bright. Let's enable the black and white and see we'll have this. You can see that this place is a little bit bright. There's a little light thrown on into the space. And here then the cheek. I think if there's anything we can do here and add a little light here. And this place is not enough. Okay. Shift arrow again, you can turn it the other way around and see what I'll be able to achieve from the bottom side. Reduce brush size, and continue painting. Let's see before and after. This is before, this is after. This is before dodging, this is after dodging. This is before dodging, this is after dodging. Then let's go to the bone area again and correct some area. So I think we've gone so far. Let me position it back and disable the black and whites and see what we have here. So isn't it amazing? It's just like the nose is pulled out and a lot of things has been done. Let me see the entire before. Go to the dodge and burn folder and see before and after, before and after, before and after. But if you feel there are some areas that the stuff is too much, like say in this dodge aspect, I think this area is a little bit dark. You can just go to our brush tool again. We have to toggle between the background and the foreground with X, then make sure the foreground is black, then can go in there and reduce the intensity of the burning in this area also. So to bring it down and see, it's amazing. So as you can see, we have a lot of job has been done here. A very good job has been done here. Then there is something I want to see if it works. Like if you go to this burn area and can choose red and reduce the amount of red if you want, if you know it's too reddish. I think like this should be okay. So we'll have it like this. We'll have it like this. Check before and after, before and after, before and after. Then if you still insist that the effect is too much, the effect you put on this thing is too much, you can just go ahead and, like the burn aspect, you can reduce the opacity. And here you have it like this. So like let's say 74, 75 should be enough. Like we have it before and after, before and after. Isn't it amazing? So this is what we have from this flat image to this gorgeously looking image. Let's see again, and let's see if we can still reduce the opacity of this and See what we are going to have. This is, I think it's better like this. What do you think? I think it's better like this when it's a little bit bright. Then let's see before and after, before and after, before and after. Isn't that amazing? That is it for how you can dodge and burn your images in Adobe Photoshop with curves adjustment area. If you find this tutorial interesting, helpful and useful, let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to hit that like button, and don't also forget to hit that subscribe button if you've not done that before, and also ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Thanks for watching today's video. Creative Pro, we keep on creating, just stay creative, and bye for now.